Jesus said about John that there's not a man born of woman that's as great as John. Now Jesus was mighty kind, because the truth is he was born of woman. And you would agree with me, there's not a man categorically born of woman greater than Jesus. Here's a question that I want to raise. How is it that these two great men in companionship could coexist?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
I want to suggest to you that there is a malady in our land called mediocrity.
That's right.
Mediocrity literally cultivates and creates a competitive spirit within the cosmic order, to the end that most people who are gifted never develop into greatness. Talk, Kennedy. I want to suggest to you that there is a distinction dynamically between a gifted man and a great man. I want to suggest to you that our planet is perverted because we have gifted men who refuse to be great. And whenever you have gifted men who deny the reality of their greatness, you have at best an egomaniacal movement. In other words, you have men who are egocentric, who are what the Latin calls incurvatus arsi, turned in, don't say.
That's right.
And you're still here. I want you to see it. In brevity, you have to see it, because I want to suggest to you that the church is in trouble. There is a crippling crisis that's resident in the local parish. It's a crisis that has gifted me, pewed and postured without the feature of greatness. Why is it that we're gifted but won't be great? Because great men are more interested in honor than they are ovation. I'm going to talk for a moment, because there's somebody here who needs to hear this. Ovations can lead to deprivation. Because people will give you ovation just because you're gifted. But ovation that is limited to my gift renders me deprived of my greatness. There's so many people who will never transition to greatness because they're gifted. So God sent me here to give you a photograph that is pristine and profound of two men who were both gifted and great. Now, let me suggest to you, according to the text, that it's difficult in the immediacy of eventualities to tell the difference between gifted men and great men. You don't actually discern that until the wind blows. Come a little closer, I'll take it to you. The text says that there is representatively resident in the house both wheat and chaff. Now let me suggest to you, it's tough to discern the chaff because it's dressed up like the wheat. But there is a differentiating dynamic between chaff and wheat. Can I tell you what differentiates the two? Wind and weight. Well, I need to say it again. Some of you missed it. I said wind and weight. You really don't know chaff because chaff can be pretentious. Chaff can be supercilious, dressed up, facade, mask, have some weight. Men who can withstand the wind. Now, let me suggest to you, can I, in abridgment, bring you a little closer, and I'll condense my conversation to get us out of here. All right. Let me suggest to you that most churches, ruin us and rivet it by the reality because they can't tell the difference between men who are merely chaff and men that are wheat. The difference is they look alike. They grow together. They work together. But the distinction and differentiating dynamic is when the wind blows. Let me see, can I bring it to the living room? There are some that will do well in the church as long as there's no disagreement. But if there's a disagreement, they have the audacity to passively prove themselves without participation. Then there's some who have the audacity to residentially ensconce themselves as if home is a sanctuary. And they cease to meet with us on Sunday because they're upset with something. We need some men of honor. We need some heat with weight in the house. Now, where do you get it from? Because we need some strong men. We need some saber. We need some seminal and salient men. We need men who are not always undulating and oscillating and vacillating whenever the wind blows. We need some men who are anchored and some men who are rooted. We need some men who are profound and prolific, not men who are, superficial. Well, here's what the text says. If you're going to have men of honor, here's what the text says. John says to these religious churchmen, because according to the text, he's talking to churchmen. The Pharisees were churchmen. They were enthralled by their religiosity. They do a good job at maintaining church, but know nothing about the kingdom. Can I talk just for a moment? Men who are enthralled by church religiosity can be dangerous by existing. Dangerous. Because the difference between the church and the kingdom is this. The church is perceived to have a pastor whom we really don't respect. And we would rather